What do you want?
I want someone that loves me, that won't ever leave me, that respects me.
No.
Wow, no way. Guys, within the next 48 hours, we could finally be seeing the final pump that could propel us into bull territory. Here, we're going to show you what's going on these charts. This is absolutely epically huge. And as well, guys, emergency announcement. I think there's something that definitely needs to be said here. You are not going to want to miss it. I'm going to put it right at the beginning of the episode. Hide my feet, my little chungalungas, because Tyler's coming for you. Wow, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to an emergency update of Bitcoin. Things are really ramping up. In the last few weekends, we've been blessed with minimal price action and then price explosions during the week that really negates that CME gap. And we really have to talk about price, guys, because it's pumping right now. But we think not now, okay? We're going to put 48 hours on this timer here. Things are looking really good, and we want to show you exactly what we're seeing on the charts. Huge stuff. But guys, I definitely think I owe you a little bit of honesty. This is pretty huge. Being a guy who makes crypto YouTube content almost every single day, I very much know what it's like to be doing that and to be making clickbait and everything like that. And believe me, I try my hardest to make the best clickbait that I can. But I feel I owe it to the audience, and I think everyone basically owes it. Everyone owes it to the audience to be a little down to earth for just a minute here. The absolute biggest YouTube channel in terms of views and influence, without a doubt, I would probably say is Carl from the Moon. Great content. This is not negative at all, but I just want to say, if crypto is going to get banned from YouTube, I feel like it might be partially our fault, and I feel like maybe we are responsible for it. And I feel like maybe cryptocurrency content might be deserving of getting banned on YouTube, because let me show you this. Okay, for example, this is an article I just found today. So this article just came out today. And the author of this article, Yuri from You Today, is asking cryptocurrency YouTube. And MM Crypto, one of the biggest crypto channels, and probably the biggest channel, The Moon, are both interviewed in this article. So guys, my point of showing you that is that their influence is very big. They have huge influence. You can just go to The Moon's channel and you can see multiple videos over 100,000 views just in the last few weeks. Absolute massive views, right? So massive influence. But when we have the biggest channel talking about a $330 million price target, I feel like maybe that does count as spam, and maybe this actually could be one of the reasons crypto might be getting attacked on YouTube. I definitely don't think it helps, that's for sure. But actually, as I'm noticing this, I refreshed this. He actually removed the $330 million from the title there. You can see it's still in my notifications because that doesn't change, and I have a screenshot of it. But I guess the point of me saying this is like clickbait maybe is going a little far when you have the literal biggest channel using huge clickbait. Then it forces pretty much everyone else that wants views to also try and do mega clickbait videos. And guys, I've been doing clickbait videos as well, and my channel has been absolutely exploding. I've gained like 16,000 subscribers in the past few months. I've been getting a massive amount of views, massive amount of subs and everything like that. But I think things might be getting a little crazy. I'm just curious what your opinion is. Obviously, a lot of you agree this video has a lot of dislikes already. But the reason I wanted to add this in is just because, like, even me, somebody that makes clickbait videos and makes crypto videos every single day, even I was surprised by this title today. And I can only imagine the people that just watch the content. I'm sure a lot of them, and I read through some of the comments, many, like hundreds of you are kind of confused. And yeah, I mean, to sum it up, yeah, I'm basically just kind of confused. I assume we're all going to follow the path of just doing more and more clickbait. I really don't even know at this point. But let me know what you guys think. Maybe retweet this tweet right here, or leave a comment below or something, or this tweet, just retweet either of these to get the information out, to get the opinions out if you guys care about this topic of clickbait, and some of you really just don't care at all. But my main concern is maybe this is going a little too far, and maybe this is the real reason why crypto content is getting attacked on YouTube. Because it makes sense to me. A $333 million Bitcoin, we're not even at 30,000, let alone 300,000, let alone 3 million, let alone 30 million, let alone 333 million. So let me know what you guys think below. Wow, look at this interesting trending title right here. Very nice. But guys, as well, we are going to be doing a giveaway for this bad boy soon. All you have to do is leave a comment below, drop that subscribe, drop that like, and guys, if you could do me a favor, go over and retweet this tweet or both tweets. Very awesome stuff. I'll leave a timestamp below for anybody that doesn't care about that rant at the beginning, guys, and we can just jump right into the TA. So guys, as we talked about in our last update, we're facing resistance right on this upper line. The next target would be right around 8,000, and right after that, the ultimate area, which we break, and it's absolute moonshot, 8,500. So 8,500, this line goes back 6 years. I'm not going to rehash that too much. You guys already know about that. This blue line, I think that's when the bull market really gets crazy. We talked about on the weekly chart, this area of massive, this box of massive resistance here, breaking the 8,500 mark. I definitely think that's when we'll slingshot, and we could start seeing, we could create the first macro, like higher high on this chart that goes back like 3.5 years here. So remember, we had a high, we had a lower high, basically another lower high. So we could be creating the first, really to even create that, we would need to get above $10,000 again, which is a pretty steep thing to ask right now. If we zoom out on this chart, this is where we can see that, because we'd be breaking this line that goes back 3 years. So if we break this line, then things get absolutely bullish, absolutely bull mode, and we have to wait and see about that. Right now you can see Bitcoin is climbing through these drudgy, muddy zones, trying to get above here, guys. But most importantly, I want to shift your attention to this. After this breakout, we're still within these very key levels. We bounced off the 50-day EMA right here, this yellow, which is the breakout. This is like the breakout zone. So once we broke that, we broke out. But we have not reached the target of 8,000, which there's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of gooey, muddy stuff in the way, but that's right where the 200-day simple moving average is, right at 8,000. So again, if we break 8,000, if we break 8,500, then everything above that I think will be really easy to break through moving forward. But again, I think it's going to be really hard to break 8,500 here in the short term. If you look at the charts one day and you see Bitcoin above 8,500, then really start paying attention, because that's when I think things are going to start getting crazy. We're less than $1,000 away from that target right now. But again, this whole area in here is going to be the hardest to break. I think it's going to be harder to break than 10,000 at this point, because I think all of the resistance above us is mainly concentrated in that area. And I can show you here on this chart as well, when we zoom back out to get the last 3 years of data. You can see the VPVR shows that here, all of this concentration here. You can see those are the biggest areas. But also, the reason that is because this is the area where it's been trading in the most over the past 3 years. So this has been the zone where it keeps coming back to for support and resistance. It trades up in these levels, but it barely does. This is where it gets rejected right away, and this is where it bounces right away. So again, all of the goo, all of the boringness, this is where it gets so muddy. And if we break out of this zone, which again is basically between the $6,000 and the $8,500 level, when we break those levels, then that's when we'll start seeing explosions, because let's be honest, price has not been too crazy lately. It's not been exploding too much. We had a like $700 break the other day in this candle right here, and it was pretty exciting for the community, because we haven't been seeing crazy price volatility too much lately. Okay, after this massive drop on March 12th, we've been pretty much, I mean, for the most part, inching up. There's a few $100 candles here and there, but for the most part, it's been pretty sideways. It's been pretty boring. We spent most of our time just trading like in this area here, right in like the lower 6,000s or lower 7,000s, higher 6,000. So that's definitely important to watch. And as well, since I have this article pulled up, I might as well show it to you here. This was the one that the Moon and MM Crypto were interviewed in. Will Bitcoin skyrocket after the halving, or will it plummet? So let's see what they say here. I'm going to assume they're going to say it blows up. The Moon reminds the audience of the approaching Bitcoin halving, focusing on it and the inflation is about to start. Quantitative easing here. And then he talks about Bitcoin hitting 300 to 400,000 in the next 3 to 4 years, which I think is totally reasonable. But then we have Robert Art, the wolf of Rex Street, judging by his recent tweet, Crypto, YouTube, and Bitcoin XRP investor believes the bull run is about to start for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin will crash again after surging to a certain point. Yeah, so when it pumps, it dumps. When it dumps, it pumps, basically. And he also believes, he's part of the community that believes Bitcoin is an asset correlated with traditional finance, which has been proven to be the case so far. I mean, that's basically just factual at this point. So who knows if that'll continue. But basically, guys, if we see a burst, and because we have such strong momentum now, if we see a burst, if we see continuous building volume, hopefully if we get above this and the volume really continues, then we could see a big burst. But ideally, if we get above 8,500, that's when things are going to start getting absolutely bananas. Absolutely bananas. So guys, let me know what you think. Make sure to head over to Twitter and check out those tweets or retweet them, whatever you do. Let me know your opinions below. I'm definitely curious if you guys care at all, if you guys think this is serious, if you guys think maybe everybody should stop clickbaiting so much. Wow, guys, a little bit of a bonus content here. Shout out to Rob D Official on Twitter. He's actually been talking about DGB for a while, and I've had DGB in my sights, but guys, I just want to show you this. DGB absolutely sky moonshotting. This is on the daily chart, so things are just exploding. And I did want to add as well, just because Bitcoin's momentum is testing an important level here, guys. So what we want to see today, it's continuing up as I'm recording this. Who knows if it'll be when I'm done editing and upload it. But yeah, 8,000 or 7,600 is the target to look for today, because we wicked all the way up here. We got rejected pretty fast. So keep that in mind. I think this is a really important level to watch.